Welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3. We finally got a menu! You'll notice in this menu there are no options to look at your party members. Yep, no way at all. That is also sort of important to what I was mentioning at the end of the previous video, where in Persona 4 you had a team. You might as well have all been one force. You might as well have been controlling the entire team as the main character. You were all bros, you all did what you wanted to do. It was great. This game, on the other hand, there is a quite distinct difference between you and the others. They are their own people, and you don't tell them what to do. You've got to work with them just like you'd work with somebody else in real life. You can't access their status there. If you want to access anything, you have to talk to them. To actually see what their stuff is. We get to see her persona. Alright, whatever you say, Junpei. His persona's kinda alright. And then even in battle, you can't control your party. You can give them commands, but you've just gotta kind of trust that they'll do their thing. So without further ado, let's enter Tartarus. Sure am. Tartarus is divided up into multiple blocks. We, of course, right now only have access to the first block.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
Can you all hear me?
Oh!
Whoa, is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my persona's ability.
I'm gonna be honest, your persona doesn't have much to do with what you're doing out there. It's probably the equipment on that bike.
I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
All of Tartarus, much like the dungeons in Persona 4, is randomly generated. Every time you go to a new floor, it's like you've never been there before.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it. Why is she always like that?
Do I have control yet? Can I run around and explore? I'd love to. I can do that crap. Now, just while running around, your team will follow you around. It's also an item. Command medicine. You can see there's... Yeah, I see it. Hit the X button to attack. If you hit them before they know you're there, you will get a first strike. Also of note, if Shadow's being especially uncooperative... Oh, he was actually going the right way. Dang it. Just one little dude.
Inform me about your power.
but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience.
Hey, I killed, like, 2 dudes.
Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
I know, but for the sake of all of you, I'll go ahead and let her.
The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. Though skills consume either stamina or spiritual power, they tend to have a greater effect.
In other words, HP or SP.
Use whichever option best suits the situation.
Physical attacks will consume HP, anything else is SP.
Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina.
HP.
That's it for now. Did you get all that?
Sure thing.
Okay, then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
I'm gonna be honest, probably gonna kill this thing in 1 turn, but I'm gonna go ahead and Ogre this thing.
You exploited the enemy's weakness.
Here's a chance. Let's get him.
Pile on!
Get back here, you son of
A complete victory. Great job.
Junpei will never finish that sentence, by the way. Oh, really? They're not gonna give it to me? Do they have to give me a tutorial on it first? Yeah, it's right there in front of me. Now, this first floor here is not really random. It's here for tutorial purposes, so we know what we're getting ourselves into. I can totally do that. Now, an enemy, as I said before, if they're being especially uncooperative, I don't know what offset in the gaming code does this, but if you open the menu and close it, they'll turn a different direction. God dang it. It's a little broken.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more?
I guess.
Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks.
That's right, regular physical attacks have actually been split into 3 groups. I'm gonna be honest, I think I liked it better in Persona 4 when they were just combined into physical. In this game, there is slash, pierce, and... what was the last one? Blunt, maybe? I don't remember.
Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses.
Yeah, fighting these guys before, we saw that they're weak to fire.
A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics. Do you follow?
Sure do.
The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try?
Now, you can go down to Tactics and ask her to analyze that way, or you can just hit L1 and target a dude to examine them. Not only is there L1, R1, if you hold down, tells you the turn order. So after I go, the Shadow's gonna go. Then Yukari, then the other Shadow, then Junpei. Man, Junpei, get your crap together. Now, these enemies are indeed weak to fire.
You struck the enemy's weak point.
Which means I get another turn. I'd examine them, but I think while I'm down here, I'm just going to be killing everything in 1 turn.
Here's a chance. Let's get him. Get back here.
I think this is the only enemy on this floor. And I can just do that to them every time.
Great job.
It'll churn through the SP pretty quickly. But whatevs. She's not gonna let us off the first floor anyway. Oh, also check the map. Yeah, as she said, check the map. Because it will frequently show where a shadow is before... you can actually see them.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle?
Yes,
If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack.
that it did.
Would you like more detail?
Sure thing.
An enemy will lose its balance if you exploit its weakness or land a critical hit. This will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing.
One more thing!
You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target. And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again.
Infinite turns!
Which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up. This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again.
Unlike in Persona 4, if you hit an enemy that's been knocked down, it will, like, super knock them down. It doesn't do that in this game. If you hit an enemy that's knocked down, you'll knock them back on their feet.
You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea. Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses. So don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well. Got it?
Sure thing.
Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
Now, I would actually examine them, but it's sort of pointless to do so, if only because it takes her time to examine the enemy.
A wisely chosen
And
attack.
I'm going to be downing everything in one turn.
You attacked the enemy's weak point. Get him!
Okay, you're down, you're down. So it's kind of pointless for me to even do anything, because she's never going to have the chance.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack!
Let's do this thing!
Keep up the good work.
Shuffle time! Oh, I am liking that pixie. Now, supposedly, if you finish a battle, either with Minato dealing the final blow, or with an all-out attack, you will always get a shuffle time. Or maybe just the chances of it are higher. If not, and if it is guaranteed, then they've been preventing me from getting it for the sake of tutorials. Otherwise, no, whatever. Kinda want that pixie. Kinda want that pixie. Kinda want that pixie. Oh man, I leveled up! Heck yeah.
Yes! My skill level has increased!
Oh man.
Ta-da-da-da!
Oh no, I cut off Junpei! I'm so sorry, Junpei! Yeah, when your party members level up, also, you don't get a big screen saying they leveled up either. Again, it's almost like working with a real person here. Are there any more dudes? Yes, there are. If we are hurting, and we're not really, but you can ask your party members to heal for you. You can't designate, hey, use this skill. But you can talk to them and just go like, sup, can we get some heals? Really like it if you turned around. Thank you. Well, Poe.
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually. You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about this?
Well, I've kind of been doing that already, but sure.
When enemies are thrown off balance, they become vulnerable. An all-out attack will allow your entire team to attack simultaneously. Your enemies will be unable to defend against it. It's a very reliable method of attack. Whether or not you want to perform an all-out attack is up to you.
You can always just hit cancel when the person asks, yeah.
But remember, you cannot perform it when you're alone.
It's not much of an all-out attack if there's just one of you.
So if you want to have it in your arsenal, make sure your team is comprised of at least 2 members. That's all you need to know about all-out attacks. Do you understand what I've just explained to you?
Sure thing.
Then, that concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
Because it's tutorial. Also of note, an all-out attack technically isn't just like, hey, they won't be able to defend against this. I think it's the same as in Persona 4, when it technically did almighty damage, which is another element not in the normal rotation of elements. I don't think there are any enemies that are strong against almighty in this game, but I could be mistaken. It's a very rare thing. It's generally, I mean, it's friggin' almighty. Kind of the whole point of almighty is that it just kind of messes you up no matter what. Hope I have enough SP to down these guys.
Attack again. One more.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Attack again. One more.
What if I don't wanna?
A wisely chosen attack. Here's our chance for an all-out attack.
Relent. That's a dialogue choice.
You have the potential to grow even stronger.
Pixie I already have, so I guess I'll take a cup. Aside from the personas... Oh, you're gonna make me? Okay. Aside from the persona cards, there's also cups, swords, and coins. Coins will give you more money, swords will give you a random item, cups will give you HP restored. I think there's one more that I'm forgetting. Maybe? Oh yes, and the leaves are experience.
Yes, my skill level has increased.
Oh man, you're leveling up already.
Da-da-da-da! Junpei is left.
Man! That's twice now I've cut Junpei off. I feel sorry for you, bro. Now with the square button, you can tell everybody to, hey guys, go out and do different things, like split up. They actually won't let you proceed if you don't split up. Let's keep going at least for the moment. Wait.
Okay, then I'll look around some more.
If only because there are items and
This
stuff.
looks cool.
Hey, Junpei found something. Well, that's everything, I guess, so away we go. Oh man, medicine. Junpei, you're alright.
Welcome back. So, how was it?
It was terrifying and unpleasant.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Also experience points.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power.
You never did anything, Junpei.
We kicked some ass. But damn, I'm
Who's
beat.
this? Who's this we?
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily.
Junpei's a bro, though.
Don't worry, though. You'll adapt.
Like, he doesn't try to hide and be, like, all tough and stuff. Like, if he has faults, he mans up to them.
But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
Oh, man. Rank you up! It's just not the same. We don't even get a graphic or anything. I hate this game. This game's dumb. Don't even get a rank up. The rank ups are handled differently in this game, though, if you were expecting a large, fancy graphic. It just does that every time. We've returned back, though. How am I doing? You guys doing alright? If you stay in Tartarus, as Mitsuru explained, if you stay in Tartarus for too long, you will get tired. This actually has greater effects than you would imagine. But not only can you get tired, but so can your party members. Am I tired? I don't think I'm tired. No, I'm still good. But they can get tired. Now, if they get tired when you return back to the hub, they will leave your party and just say, dude, I'm not up to this anymore. So, yeah. I think that'll about do it for now, though. I got full SP. I could probably go back up there if I wanted. I don't want to risk it, though. I don't know how long until I get tired. So I guess we're done for today. And the day changes to the 21st. Sup? You're a dude with a portrait. This guy is a guy.